bacon wrapped, cilantro and cream cheese stuffed grilled jalapenos when you're on the trail. Check it out. Hi, Jason Shaw with Overland Cookery. Welcome back to the Overland Test Kitchen. Tonight we're going to be doing a bacon wrapped grilled jalapeno, and we're going to stuff it with a cilantro spiked cream cheese. It's really going to boost the flavor profile of these peppers. Now before we jump into cooking, let's spend about 30 seconds and talk about meal planning logistics. In terms of heat source, you can use either a single or dual burner stove, or as in our case tonight, an open campfire. In terms of cookware, if you're using a stove, you're going to want to use a grill pan. Like this cast iron grill pan here, gives you those nice char marks on the jalapenos. All these ingredients require cold storage, so you're going to need a cooler or a fridge. Both are fine as long as they're maintained below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And lastly, perishability. This is a class 3 recipe, meaning that ingredients can last for up to 5 days when you're on the trail. Staying true to Overland Cookery, we're going to keep this recipe as simple as possible, maximizing the flavor while minimizing the amount of cleanup that you have to do in camp. In terms of kitchenware, you're going to need a chef's knife, tongs, utensils, toothpicks, cutting board, plate, nitrile gloves for food safety, and paper towels. Ingredients are easily packed in cold storage. We'll be using bacon, fresh jalapenos, cream cheese, and cilantro. Okay, I've got the cilantro already cut up here. It's because I'm testing a couple different herb storage methods, but feel free to pack your cilantro however you're most comfortable. To begin, you want to start with slicing your jalapenos lengthwise. Now the trick here is not to cut all the way across. Just trim up to the very stem, leaving the two halves intact, kind of like a big clamshell. That'll make it easier to stuff and help keep the cheese on the inside when it's on the grill. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Keeping it intact, still up at the top. Then, using a small spoon or knife, scoop out the seeds. You can use the produce bag that you stored the chilies in as a waste bag here, aiding cleanup. Next, go ahead and mix your cilantro and cream cheese together. Now, depending on serving size, you might want to transfer the cream cheese to a separate bowl for this step, but we're going to be using the entire container, so we can mix the cilantro straight in. Next, go ahead and fill your jalapenos. I like to go about 2/3 of the way up, not completely full. That way they don't completely explode when they're on the grill. And you can kind of use the radius of the spoon to scrape along the edge of the jalapeno to get the cream cheese in there, just like that. Okay, so there's a science here with wrapping the jalapenos with bacon. Because of their shape, the bacon is inherently going to want to slide off of these. So what I do is I use 2 toothpicks, top center if you will, so they go through both halves of the jalapeno. Then, taking your bacon, pierce the bacon at the top and do a full wrap around, piercing it under as well. And then start coming down, overlapping slightly so that you ensure an even cook. And then pierce the toothpick again at the bottom. This is much easier than trying to wrap it first and toothpick it afterwards. And it ensures a nice tight bacon wrapped jalapeno popper. Okay, we're all wrapped up. Now it's time to put them on the grill. And just like with anything bacon wrapped, you're going to want to gently rotate these every couple minutes to ensure that everything gets evenly cooked. Depending on how hot your fire is, this step could take about 10 minutes. Just waiting for the smoke to get out of my face. And real quick, this recipe comes to us from my buddy Adam in Tucson, Arizona. And he and his buddies developed this recipe when they were stationed in Aviano. And legend has it that they went through a phase for a couple months where they literally wrapped everything in bacon and grilled it. It started leading to some pretty serious grease fires in their garage, so they had to stop. But nonetheless, this recipe comes to us from him, so thank you, Adam. And he usually uses chive instead of cilantro, but we decided to use cilantro in this recipe to give it kind of a southwestern twist. Both would work great though. All right, these are getting nice and crispy, so we're gonna pull them off the grill. Jeez. All right, we just pulled these off the grill. Let's cut into them and see how they are. Oh yeah. Okay, let's give this a taste. The chili still has some crunch to it, but the flavors are incredible. The smokiness from the bacon and the brightness from the cilantro and the cream cheese. I love chili though, so I'm biased, but these are fantastic. And there you go, bacon wrapped, cilantro cream cheese stuffed grilled jalapenos when you're out on the trail. Super easy and super flavorful. Let us know what you think, and if you have any recipe requests, let us know too in the comments below. And feel free to check a full printed copy of this recipe out at our recipe blog and online store at Overland Cookery. We have stickers, patches, and of course, our cookbook, Overland Cookery. We'll see you out there.